WWE, they're probably looking at, like, you know what? I could probably take this guy to court, accuse him of battery and assault, and get some money out of this guy.
Good. I mean, especially if he's a celebrity and he recognizes him. But JBL was saying, a guy got punched, so freaking what? And that's honestly how I feel about a lot of these things, even with and I hate to say it, even about the whole CM Punk situation. I say if it happens between a fan and a wrestler, I hate to admit it, but the fan probably deserved it. And if that's the case, there's no need for prosecution. There's no need for trials or any of this other bullshit. Just slap on the wrist, small bail, let him get out. Let him go about his business.
Yeah, I mean, because, we don't know how badly these wrestlers are getting hounded. We've seen the footage, but it's like, is that really showing just how badly they're getting hounded at the airport or at, Starbucks or at a grocery store? They're probably getting hounded in a morning, noon, and night, just around the clock. And so, with them, I can understand that every once in a while you probably have a bad day and you snap. I get it. It's human.
It really is, man. Oh, and somebody who's had a lot of bad days is CM Punk, but here's a crazy rumor about CM Punk. I highly doubt it, but I want to talk about it regardless. So just in, Logan Paul versus CM Punk signed. Former WWE and UFC star CM Punk set to feature in a 6-round professional bout against Logan Paul in Miami, Florida. Misfits Boxing will hold the event on November 21st. Announcement next week. So if this is legit, by next week, if we hear a real announcement, we'll confirm it and we'll let you know if this is going down. Personally, I don't think Punk's man enough to take this challenge. He'll get wrecked.
Oh, he'll get absolutely wrecked. I mean, if he has any brain in his head left, he knows he'll get wrecked. But you know what? If he does it, I gotta see it.
Oh, dude. Automatic tune-in, automatic coverage, without question. We're there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no matter what. But you know what? There's some good things happening in WWE. People don't believe us when we say that TKO is having a good hands-on approach with WWE. They don't believe us. Well, you gotta believe this when you see Enzo has reportedly been at the WWE Performance Center recently and there was yesterday ahead of NXT. So he's already showing up at Performance Center. And then on top of this, check this out. You've got Big Cass. His contract's running up with AEW. This is like the stars are aligning. I think TKO is going to try to sign Enzo and Cass back to WWE. And we know that Triple H hates Enzo. Mm-hmm. He kind of likes Cass. Kind of. But a little bit, but he hates fucking Enzo. So this is not a Triple H move. This is a TKO move, I guarantee you.
No, it really is. I mean, because Triple H is, if you remember how they were booked in NXT, they were so over, the crowd was finishing their chants. They were rock levels of over in NXT. I'm not saying, as popular, but I'm saying they were getting that kind of a reaction from that crowd. And yet Triple H just refused to put the tag titles on him. Refused. Fought it tooth and nail and never did. And you heard the reports of the way Triple H treated him, talked to him. Triple H did not like him. And I cannot see Triple H just out of the blue wanting to bring Enzo back of his own accord. To bring him back, they're probably needing draws. They're probably wanting people that they know are going to sell tons of merch, and Enzo and Cass are going to sell tons of merch.
You want to know how over they were? Let me tell you how over they were. We were at the SmackDown where they made their main roster debut. The whole entire San Diego crowd, which was over 12,000 people. So all of these 12,000 San Diegans were proudly chanting along with every single word that Enzo had to say. Word for word. He had them right. And these were NXT call-ups. And the crowd knew who they were. Trust me, San Diego is not a smart mark town at all.
No.
So to see that was pretty eye-opening.
Because they're fun. Enzo's a fun personality. He's a fun talker. It's fun to watch him. His promos are fun. He's just a fun guy. He makes the show fun when he's on. And I just think that, he'll add a lot. I think what they're seeing in Enzo is a lot of Danhausen in terms of, he's this over-the-top, goofy character that people will want to buy shitloads of his merch. And they did already. It's been proven those certified G-shirts were top sellers for WWE back in the day. And I think they would be. If you bring Enzo back, I think he would be a top merch seller, and I think TKO sees that. And unlike Triple H, who doesn't care about that, TKO does.
Oh my God, that is a goofball WrestleMania match waiting to happen right there.
Oh, I know.
Holy cow, Danhausen versus Enzo. That's what's up right there. There you go. Okay.
Yes.
Now we're talking.
Put it in the books. It's gonna happen. Enzo versus Danhausen. main event WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. Because you know what? Why not?
The promos would be incredible. I would love the acting segments. I bet you anything that those two would have natural chemistry. They probably would fucking hate each other in person, but when they get on the mic, the two would gel.
Oh, totally. Like, and that's the thing, man. It's like we've always put over personality over in-ring ability. I would much rather have a great mic worker than a good in-ring worker, because good in-ring workers are a dime a dozen. You could go to any indie company and you could find them. Whereas with Enzo, they're not a dime a dozen. That is a legit talent to be that good on the mic and that entertaining and captivating. It's unique. John Cena is unique. Not like there are some idiots who thought, oh, I could be John Cena. No, you fucking can't. You don't have the personality and the energy of John Cena or the intelligence of John Cena. You just don't. And so that's the thing. Is that like with Enzo and Cass, they were perfect. They should have been the tag team champions, but unfortunately, Vince let Triple H do his thing, and he screwed over what could have been a top moneymaker for the WWE. I'm aware of the whole fucking
allegations that were fake anyways.
The Phoenix something lady who accused him of that.
Right,
BS.
allegations. Yeah, fake allegations. Yeah, for sure. No, and that's the thing about Enzo is TNA passed on this dude. They're fucking idiots. Zilla Fat too. Fucking idiots. So, hey, you know what? If WWE is swooping him up, more the merrier. They could use him. He'll definitely be a bonus to the main roster. That's for sure. But a lot of the main roster stars are heading over to UFC for this weird Freedom Fest. So they got Usos, Braun Breaker, Tiffany Stratton, The Miz, Charlotte Flair, Trick Williams, and Chelsea Green are advertised for the UFC Freedom 250 Fan Fest. Now, already, the fucking nerdy marks online are all claiming that they're a bunch of MAGA-tards and a bunch of MAGATs, and that they're lumping all of these people in as Donald Trump supporters. Dude, they're just doing their job, you fucking idiots. They were selected because they actually have charisma. That's why. They're not Carmelo Hayes. They like everybody there was, well, with the exception of Charlotte, has a good amount of charisma.
Well, and it's a once in a lifetime thing. I mean, like, how often can you say that you were at a UFC fight on the White House lawn?
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. This is a big event coming up. It's a very big event, and just the fact that these WWE stars were handpicked. That's the way I look at it. They were handpicked. It says it all. I mean, it says that these are the people that, in my opinion, with the exception of Charlotte, everybody on that list should be a center focus in WWE.
I think they should be. I really do. I completely agree with you.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see what happens there. We, for sure, we're going to be covering the UFC White House show, so stay tuned for that. But John Cena, he was saying that he's not going to take any bumps. So he said ahead of time, he's like, you know what? I got a strict no falls down policy. I'm not doing anything physical. He's literally just coming in and talking in a suit. That's all he's doing. So he's getting paid good money to do it. I can't blame him. This is what all wrestlers would fight to get, is a top spot where you're just getting paid like $50 to $100K to just talk on the mic in a suit. It's awesome.
That's awesome. That's good money. And I mean, John Cena's a talented guy. It's good. But I could see down the road with the shilling that he's doing for TKO, I could see him getting booed, honestly. I don't want to see it, but if he continues to show for TKO with the sellout bull crap and just all these like horrible announcements like the John Cena Tournament Classic bull crap, I could see the fans booing him and getting tired of it. I hate to say it.
They will, because that's the whole thing about Triple H. He takes what could be a good idea and he runs into the ground and ruins it. That's just what he's good at, because he doesn't have any creativity. So he's probably going to fuck up John Cena. But a lot of these guys, like John Cena, he's looking for his way out of WWE, and even Danhausen is too. So he signed with Adventure Media. So they're going to focus on Danhausen's IP in film, TV, digital. I mean, he already got a spot in Batman 2. So things are looking up for this guy. I mean, at least what he's doing is he's cashing in on his personality immediately. You don't see a lot of guys when they come into WWE get deals like this right off the bat. Usually they wait like a year or two down the line. Danhausen just got signed, and he's already making big IP deals with like the Batman. That's huge.
It is huge. It just goes to show that what we've been talking about this whole time. It's personality is what matters. If you have a character and you have a personality that connects with the audience, good things are going to happen. You're going to get actually over.
Absolutely. So we'll see what happens here with Danhausen. But you know what? Even Liv got a little bit of mainstream shine. She's been doing some movies, but even Mountain Dew called her out and said, "You dropped this queen." So maybe she's going to be showing up with a Baja Blast title on WWE. Triple H is already rubbing his nose at the merch opportunities for it. So go get it.
We got to put a big ugly W on it somewhere. I don't know. Maybe on the middle, maybe on the plates. Who knows? Just got to make it uglier, you know? It's not ugly enough.
Oh, they're going to do that to the W and the do. Guaranteed it's going to be a WWE W. Guaranteed.
It's like WW do or something. I don't know. It's going to be something goofy.
Some stupid shit. But, you know, this is something that would make a lot of wrestlers happy. I'm sure they're already happy about it. But TSA has approved the carry-on of medical marijuana. So, you know, if they're going city to city, they can get their blaze on as long as they got their card. It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, that's really cool because, like a lot of these wrestlers, they deal with pain, and this is what they use to treat the pain. So this is good for them. So if they didn't know, now they know. You can bring medical marijuana with you. You just gotta have your medical marijuana card, and boom, you're good to go. You know.
Well, and you would need to be high on a lot of medical marijuana to get a flight from Jordan Grace. Congratulations, Jordan Grace, on your FAA airman knowledge test. She passed it. She is now a pilot. So, yeah, in all seriousness, good for her. And, yeah, hey, this is what we talk about with wrestlers working on side careers. This is a good side career. So, there you go.
That is a good side career. And, you know what? Good on her. So, you know, she's achieving stuff. She's doing things. Yeah, good for her. I mean, 'cause she's barely being used on SmackDown, as we could see. You know, it's unfortunate for her, but, you know, there's not. Look, I'm happy for her, but at the end of the day, as a talent, there's not much there when you take away the in-ring.
Do you think TKO pulled her push?
Could be. It very well could be. I mean, for all we know, because we know. Look, we know Triple H. We know exactly the kind of talents that he wants to push, and she is. She has the indie cred. She's got muscles. She's bad on the mic. She does all the flippy dippy moves that he loves. She's paid her dues. All that. You would think that Triple H would push her to the moon, because that's what we're fearing. We're fearing that under Triple H, she's going to be shoved up her ass and down our throats. She's going to be main eventing SmackDown or Raw, or whatever brand she's on. But no, that didn't happen, because you look at her and there's nothing special. Nothing stands out. Nothing is incredible, amazing. She's just some short, buff chick with bad promo skills. I'm sorry, but good for her.
We're happy for her. You know, that's what you got to do. You got to get jobs outside of pro wrestling. But you know, WWE, they're really stamping down on people. So independent wrestlers who have been signed by WWE for a WWE ID contract will no longer be able to use their indie names. So going forward, they will have to use their ID names for all upcoming appearances. It's fucked up, man, but this is how it is. You know, if you're going to work for WWE, they have to own your name, which is obvious, you know, for making merch. So just saying.
But, like, honestly, like, this is not a bad thing if you're in the WWE ID system. And the reason why is, you know, whatever name they give you, it's going to be known by more people.
Yeah, no, so that's the good thing about it, is that if anything, they're going to give you some sort of credibility, you know, especially if you do get cut. But a lot of these guys, they're looking to just sign them outright. Like they did that with Jack Cartwheel. Triple H signed him outright. Not a real big signing, but, you know, this is Triple H. This is like the type of guy they would sign, literally a guy that just does cartwheels. So it's a great signing for them. Triple H will, I'm sure Undertaker will nut all over him. So, he's the best. He's one of the greatest guys we got. He's going to be a champion. So you're probably going to see Undertaker say some mark shit. But so good for Jack Cartwheel. But I will say also good for Ray. He's now the Triple H GM. So I think this might actually help to add to the show, because Ray he's a huge name in Mexico, in America, internationally for that matter, and he's a great promo. So I think this is a good move.
It's a good move. It's star power for sure. It's definitely an improvement. I mean, good for them. I mean, I'm not going to be watching, but good for them. You know, they are going onwards and upwards. They are improving. And you know what? That's, even if you don't give a shit, like at the very least, it's good to see that companies like AAA and WWE are now sort of trying to care now.
I mean, look who they had before. They literally had E.T. dressed as Marilyn Monroe. That shit ain't working out, bro. I'm just saying, It ain't working out.
That ain't working out.
No, but let's talk about the NXT Class of 2026. So we already saw this big fat lump of shit over on the left-hand side. He debuted, got overrated like a motherfucker. And then right here, Lacey Simon. Isn't that RFK Jr.'s niece? Not sure on her identity, but good signing nonetheless. Nicole Martinez. So this is Nikki Blackheart. A fantastic signing. Very happy to see her. Marcus Brown. I don't know anything about the guy, but at least he looks like he could maybe throw down a fight. He looks like he at least be a security guard, so I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. I mean, but yeah, Mason Rook, I mean, this guy's a joke. Like, you can't, I'm sorry, I don't care how big and how big he is and how many flips he could do. You can't take him seriously. You look at that chubby baby face, you're like, bro, you're not tough. Like, please.
Especially in his ring gear. They didn't even change up his ring gear, so he still comes out in this stupid fucking indie wolf coat with all the patches and shit over it. But then he still comes out in the fucking grandma menopause thigh tights, where they like where you just see the fat rolls popping out underneath his crotch. Yeah, just all this disgusting fat pop. I'm like, bro, and we already dealt with that with Cassius Ohno. We don't want to see that shit again. It's gross.
It is gross. Like, I'm just like, what are you getting out of this guy? Like, are they really, like, how can they be that desperate for male performers that can go in the ring? I don't understand it. Like, how they could be this desperate. Is the training that bad? Like, are the people that bring it in from NIL really that bad? I highly doubt it.
I think it more so has to do with the fact that finally they're just trying to sign a good mix. Like, this is what this looks like to me, is a mix of indie and a mix of NIL type talents. I mean, I don't know the identity of the other two. Maybe they are NIL, but at least Nikki Blackheart, Mason, they're indie talents. But at least with Nikki, that's a marketable indie indie talent you could bring up. So I'm happy for her. Speaking of, she's going under the name Martinez.
Yeah.
I would like it if she had a little bit more, but whatever, you know. I think of Mercedes Martinez when I hear that shit, but whatever.
You just need one name. Just Matt Riddle. We're gonna call him Riddle.
Well, they fucked up on it. They fucked up on it because they could have made Matt Riddle like a gay Riddler stoner. Like, it was right there. Like, that's right there. Have him come out in a gay Riddler suit and riddle me this, bro. Right. How many joints can I smoke before I say something fucking stupid? You know, it's like, it'd be great.
It would be great, man. It would be great. It's the potential there, but I'm looking at that name, and I'm like, the first thing I think of, I don't think of just Mercy. I think Vince McMahon. I'm thinking Vince McMahon. I'm thinking this is something that Vince would do, and I'm wondering, is Vince back on the down low?
I don't know. I mean, it could be, could not. I mean, because Mason Rook, that's definitely not a Vince name.
No,
that's a William Regal name.
But I could see if he goes to the main roster, Vince is going to make him a goofball. Well, we've seen what Vince does. Like, bring them up just to, like, goof the crap out of them and just have a laugh at them the entire time. That is something that Vince would do, but Vince, no. We could find better talents to laugh at than Mason Rook, okay? Raise the bar.
I don't know if Vince is back in power. I mean, I don't know. It could be, but I will say this is definitely a reason why Triple H will not push LA Knight. He's with the wrong crowd. You don't care that you're smoking on a cigar. It's kind of phallic, it makes him happy. But no, he sees that everybody in this picture is brown except for LA Knight, and that just pisses him off. So that's why you get no push, buddy. That's right where it's at. Just saying.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately, as long as LA Knight is there, I doubt he's going to get pushed out. I hope TKO changes their mind and, like, you know what? Push this guy. He was massively over. He was selling a ton of merch. Push him. Put a title on this guy. An Intercontinental title, a U.S. title, something. Anything.
Make him the Slim Jim title and give him that shit. I don't care. Give him a belt.
The Slim Jim title. There you go. Hey, if you want to, like, add sponsorships into your shows, there you go. have like sponsorship belts.
Yeah. We showed the Mountain Dew title early. Well, yeah, we showed the Mountain Dew title earlier. Give that shit to Liv Morgan, Slim Jim title to LA Knight, man. I mean, you could even give, like, the fucking, like, Pillsbury Doughboy title to fucking Mason Rook. Let's get this shit going, man.
Boom, right there, man. Hey, you know what? And I guarantee you, there are some fat lard-ass fans out there that will go and buy the Mountain Dew title, the Pillsbury Doughboy title. They'll buy it all.
Do you know how fucking popular the Mountain Dew title would be? I'm not even joking.
Dude.
That type of shit, and WWE is probably already fucking rubbing their greedy hands together when they think about this. This is the type of title that will transcend pro wrestling, and you'll see fucking, like, Zoomer dorks on stream that they don't even watch pro wrestling. They'll be wearing the Mountain Dew title because they like Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is fucking popular. This is a good idea.
Like, they wouldn't know where it's coming from. No, nope. They wouldn't know that it's tied to wrestling. They just know, dude, a Mountain Dew title. Whoa!
Oh, dude, There'd be like Clavicle. He'd be walking around on the stream with a fucking Mountain Dew title over his shoulder, you know?
It's like critiquing people's like facial stories. Like, yeah, this is my Mountain Dew title. Yeah, if you want to look hot, you got to wear this. It'll like even out your. It'll like make your face look more symmetrical. Yeah.
Did you see dudes walking around on college campuses with Mountain Dew belts? Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, who knows? I mean, the real wrestling fans would hate the shit, and they would.
Oh yeah.
They'd want to like light it on fire. They probably like buy one to light it on fire on camera, and then like just go crazy. But I'm like, you know what? Let TKO make their money. It's WWE. It's all a cash grab. Just enjoy the cheap cash grab. Come on.
Well, remember the McDonald's title not too long ago?
Good point.
Just saying.
Good point.
Yeah. So somebody who should be fired, I don't know if he got fired by now, but he got hacked. Tama Tonga, his account got hacked. No gimmicks, no fake leaders. Just YE and the Solana gang. Check eligibility below. So people clicked on the link and they got malware. I mean, this is the one thing I got to say about any type of social media. Don't ever click on a link unless it's from like a video site or a site that you know on a regular basis that you go to. Otherwise, don't click on any links, man, because there's so many people that want to fuck with you. It's sad. Very pathetic.
Yeah, if you get anything from like even people you follow, like you got to be careful. Like if you're getting links to go check something out, be very cautious. Because people can get their accounts hacked and then DM you, and then you click on the link and now all of a sudden you get hacked. Like, be very careful.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, let's talk about some bad booking. So, on SmackDown, they had Sami Zayn. He turned on Cody Rhodes, walked away as Gunther choked out Cody Rhodes. And then Joe Test mentioned that Gunther hasn't signed the contract yet for WWE Clash in Italy, but it's inevitable. Isn't Clash in Italy like fucking 6 days away? It's like real soon. They might want to get it done soon.
Yeah, it's right around the corner. But it's Sammy turning heel on Cody. Who gives a crap?
So
Who cares?
Well, and not only that, but here's why I put it in bad booking, because Sammy, at the very least, he's a babyface. Not a very good babyface, but that's what it identifies as. People, for the most part, they can kind of like him. Painting him out as a heel, how are you going to do that? He's not a good heel promo. He's not like a convincing evil person. Unless you have him go full libtard commie on the crowd, which he won't, then what can you do with him, you know?
Nothing. Like it's not going to go anywhere. Like that's the problem. Is like you have Sammy turn heel on Cody, and Sammy's going to lose, and then what? You know, like that's
Nothing.
the problem with it.
Well, yeah, you ruin, I think, a guy who's at least the fans are behind him. I think they need to just let him do a fun gimmick. You can tell that man wants nothing more than to do a fun gimmick. When he was doing Gingerbread Man, I never seen him have more fun. That was like him going back to his El Generico days. I say let this guy bring back the mask. Bring back the Gingerbread Man gimmick. Give him something to do. Let him have fun. Let him dance. Let Sammy dance.
Because the way I look at it is like, I know like a lot of fans out there, they want serious wrestling. They want all that. I get it. Okay, and look, if you had a different creative team in there, could they give you a great serious wrestling product? Absolutely, that could captivate you. Sure, but you don't have that. Honestly, the most entertainment you're going to get out of wrestling now is if it's total goof shit. Like that's really the only thing you're going to get out of it now, because they don't have the writers to give you those compelling storylines. So just appreciate the goof shit, you know? Like I think people are asking too much. Because like if you know who's running these companies, you know what their limitations are, right?
Especially if Triple H is your filter. It doesn't matter how creative and awesome of a talented writing team you have. It does not matter. You could have like the dream team. If you have Triple H as the nose filter, you're getting a nose filtered product. That's how it is.
It's true, man. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So somebody Triple H would love to have back is Ronda Rousey, but she's too busy making tons of money. 17 million viewers for this. Broke so many records. 12.4 million live viewers for the triple headliner before that. So you could see why they made the money that they did. They got a lot of views. Netflix got a lot of viewers for that shit. So they're definitely going to do it again. MVP is going to do it again. So I'm looking forward to it, and I will definitely watch the next one.
Oh, same here, man. But I mean, hopefully next time we can have a fight that goes longer than 2 rounds, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Well, what they need to do is This, you could tell with the way they booked this card, they wanted it to be fan-friendly. And that's what happens when you book like a striker against a grappler. You're going to get that mismatch, you know? So at least with Mike Perry and Nate, they beat the shit out of each other. That was a good fight. So, I mean, overall, I like the card. I thought it was good. But
yeah, it was.
AEW, they got a big signing. Mick Foley is all elite. He confirmed it on his Instagram. And he's said he's extremely happy to be making his debut with AEW, joining Renee Paquette for the Double or Nothing. So yeah, he's joining the panel with her for Double or Nothing. I did not watch the show. It's probably taking place right now. I'd imagine it's going to be long match mark garbage. So
Yep.
yeah, definitely going to miss out on that one. But Tony was talking about what Mick's role is going to be in the company. And he said right now he's working as an on-air host, but I also think with Mick Foley, he's a brilliant wrestling mind. Good God. He's gonna bring insights and ideas. He's gonna work with the wrestlers and have ideas for the show. So I hope he'll contribute in a number of ways. I know he's interested in helping out in every way he can, including as an ambassador, doing media, hosting the shows. He will be at all pay-per-views and sometimes at TV too. Not at every show, but at some of the events and always at the pay-per-views for the most part. He's going to be at a lot of the upcoming events for sure. So I'm very excited to have Mick joining us in AEW and being a part of the team. Dude, he's gonna give this guy the fucking keys of the kingdom. We may see Mick Foley become part of the booking committee, which is disgusting. Like, and can you imagine having this guy as your ambassador when he says just weird lip-tarded shit all the time? Fuck.
No, I mean, this is not the kind of guy you want as your ambassador. Because he's so tied in with WWE. So it's kind of a shock to the system to have this guy just coming in out of nowhere. Like, he had all this time to go over to AEW, and now he's joining. Like, what is he really going to add to the product? Is it going to be exciting? No. He really is not cutting good promos nowadays. So what are you getting out of him other than some washed-up guy from the Attitude Era that had good matches? You know, and had some I'll give him credit. He had entertaining segments, don't get me wrong. But what are you going to get out of Mick Foley now?
Oh, no, Tony was rubbing his hands. He could not wait until his Legends deal expired, because that's something that Mick confirmed. What is it, late last year? He said, I'm done with WWE after this Legends deal, after I saw him support Trump. So he made up his mind with that, and that was enough for him to be like, okay, I'm going over to the anti-Trump company that, for whatever reason, the owner and his dad have given Donald Trump huge amounts of money for his campaign before.
Right.
You didn't disclose that, did you?
No, don't talk about that, Mick Foley. Oh, my God, no. Yeah, don't talk about the fact that Tony Khan and Shahid Khan both donated to the Trump campaign.
It's just a hypocrisy, dude. Yeah. Straight up hypocrisy and anything to make a buck and be featured heavily. I think that's what it was. He was getting pissed off that WWE wasn't featuring him, and he's like, well, shit, AEW allows me to say fuck ice, and they're going to pay me millions of bucks. I'll go there.
Yeah, you know what? For him, I could completely understand why he would go there. But Tony, what are you getting out of this? I mean, look, what are you getting out of this? You will get nothing other than some fucking fat old guy babbling on the microphone about ice and shit. Like, it's not going to be what you want, Tony.
Yeah, exactly. Tony, though, he was talking about what's going on with Paramount. And he says the Paramount inquiry with Warner Bros. Discovery will be great for AEW and is confident the company will stick by AEW after the merger.
They will.
I hope so. I really hope so. And the reason why I hope so is because not only do I want WWE to have competition, but I also want there to be a spot for wrestlers to go outside of WWE where they can get paid really good money. That's why AEW, like, I at the end of the day, I would love for them to book an entertaining product, but at the very least, Tony is giving these wrestlers a good livelihood. You look at the indies, dude, they're still paying a lot of wrestlers just jack shit, like nothing. Only at the top indies are you getting paid decently. Most of these indies, you'd be lucky to get paid. They're paying, they quote unquote pay you in exposure, so to speak. So, no, this is a good thing, man. We'll see what happens. I really hope that Tony does get with Paramount.
Yeah, I mean, because you're right. Because like there really are only two companies that are going to pay you very well to sign with them, and that's AEW and WWE. And right now, it's between the two of them, AEW could probably pay you more.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people are living very well over there. Look at the contracts of MJF, Mercedes Moné, Swerve Strickland. These people are multimillionaires, and that's just in 1 year. Just saying.
It's true.
But MJF, he was on Ariel Helwani doing a very controversial interview, and he was talking about AEW's success. And he said right now wrestling fans are a little disenfranchised with WWE and TKO. It's allowing people who haven't been taking that leap yet to finally say, okay, I've been drinking Diet Coke, let me try Pepsi. People are trying Pepsi and going, not bad. There was a paradigm shift in 2019, and now there's another paradigm shift happening in 2026. We are showcasing young, hungry talent now that all suck. We just feel really special, and we feel very distinct. And I think the biggest reason why, more than anything else, is because when I'm watching All Elite Wrestling, I don't feel like I'm watching somebody play a character. That's not a good thing, bro. Like, I don't know. When I watch wrestling, I want to see fucking characters. I don't want to see athletes.
Right, because they're a dime a dozen. Like, that's what look at Danhausen. Look at the amount of money he's making. Do you think it's because he's a good wrestler, or is it because he's got a character?
Right there. There's
Right
a reason
there.
why he's in the Batman 2 off of, 3 months being in WWE. Hollywood, ESPN is seeing what this guy can fucking do. It's right there.
It's right there, and then like for like people saying, oh, people love what they're seeing at AEW now. Really? Why don't the ratings reflect that?
No, not at all, man. Like, yeah, they're full of shit, man. So MJF was talking about jokes, and this is what he had to say. He said, I find that in the year 2026, people struggle to think a joke now more than ever, which is also what's made me very rich, because I hit a nerve now. It's way easier than when I first started wrestling. Words cut more now than they did when I started. Is that why you never say anything controversial at all? Like, you talked about PG promos. This dude is just basically the slightly edgier Miz. Let's be real.
I think the Miz is edgier. I mean,
Could be. So yeah, you ain't cutting any fucking vicious promos or nothing. But no. One of the things that Ariel Helwani, he's good at getting wrestlers to talk shit. So he raised this question, and MJF was very honest.
Beat it out.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Can I ask, like, who was the biggest offender of this?
You want me to say a name?
Sure. You told me to ask you the hard question.
The biggest offender?
Yeah. Who came in there thinking, I'm just going to use you all as a stepping stone to go back to New York?
I think it's pretty obvious that that's Malachi Black, but I don't know the guy, like, on a personal level. Do I think he's a bad guy? No. Do I think he was a mark for like wanting to have his, I need my mania moment? Like, yeah. And there were a couple guys like that, and they got weeded out. And then they went over there, and some of them found out the grass isn't greener.
Right.
And how do you think Tony feels about this when he's in active negotiations right now with Black to come back?
Right, and and maybe, like, who knows? Like, maybe this is me just reading too much into it. Maybe that was MJF's way of saying that he and others in the locker room are not cool with that, and they don't want Aleister Black to come back. And this is their, because I've noticed that with Dave Meltzer, MJF, and a lot of others, they use their public appearances and their interviews as like ways to kind of get a message across.
True. No, this is true. He was very honest about CM Punk, and this is what he had to say here. So he said his stance on CM Punk hasn't changed. How many times do I have to repeat myself? He's a piece of shit, but he's a great wrestler. There's no longer people in the locker room that look at my company as a stepping stone. We had some guys that came in and they were like, I'm going to show up and be the top guy and go back to Vince. I don't have to look anyone in the eye at work and think to myself, this guy doesn't want to be here. Everyone in my locker room wants to be here. So another example of somebody that's not welcome back in AEW. So CM Punk better be fucking very careful on his last chance here. Just saying.
Absolutely. And notice what he said at the end. My locker room.
It is. With MJF and the power that he pulls, it is his locker room. I mean, he's not my favorite guy right now, but I can't deny that this guy he's gotten himself into a very powerful position with Tony. He is Tony's top guy, without question.
Well, to put it another way, like, out of the new guys, he probably is the leader of the locker room. And so, like, his voice carries a lot of weight in that company. And so when MJF comes out there and pretty much says, Tony, don't bring Aleister Buttcrack back. Don't bring him back. We don't want him back. That's him basically speaking up for the locker room, saying, hey, Tony, if you do it, we're not going to be happy. So, but who knows? Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe that's not what's happening. But that's kind of the way it looks.
He holds power. And he had something to say about Bret Hart. He said, he's saying crazy shit all the time, and 99% of the time it doesn't make sense. I just think homie's punch drunk, and God bless him, he should be. He's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He's no Shawn Michaels, though. Oh, God. When you put him bar for bar against Shawn, I just never understood the comparison. You do realize that Ariel Helwani has a fucking stuffed animal or stuffed figurine of Bret Hart in the background, right? Like, come on, dude.
He said it.
I mean, right. Like, right next to him, too.
Right there.
That's the funny thing, is that he's crapping on Bret Hart, or he's putting Shawn Michaels over Bret Hart. Meanwhile, this guy is literally sitting right next to a Bret Hart doll.
Synchronicity, I tell you.
Boom, right there, man.
Yeah, so he's very honest about Bret. Hey, different opinions, you know. We still think he's great. We put out a top 10 awesome on Patreon today on Bret Hart. You can check that out. But a little bit more about MJF. He got in a very weird conversation about Ariel, about Zionists and what they're all about.
Whatever. You can't win.
It's no different than being American and saying I don't like Trump. Just because you're Jewish doesn't mean you have to support every single thing.
I don't agree
that
with
the Israeli
now. I
government
believe
does.
that Jews have a right to exist.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
and
the same way I hope blacks have a right, and Asians have a right, and Hispanics have a right. And so
people
on and
have
so forth.
masked their Jew hate with, I just don't like Zionists. But I'm okay with Jews. No. You hate Jews. Just be open about it. In my opinion.
I think the word Zionist has changed.
It sure as hell has changed.
So here's the thing. The Nazi emblem. I can't believe we're getting into this.
Yeah, this is
the Nazi emblem. To my knowledge, I believe it was a Hindu symbol at
Yes,
one point.
yes.
And then it got overtaken. So I'm sorry if somebody's wearing a Nazi symbol and they go, whoa, it's fine. This is a Hindu symbol. Fuck you, I'm punching you in the face. I do unfortunately feel Zionism no longer means what it meant when I was a kid and what I was told it meant. Zionism when I was a kid meant be proud to be Jewish and be proud of the fact that we have a place to live in Israel. I don't think that's what it means anymore.
To who?
Because they've changed
It does mean the same. They've just changed the meaning. They've changed the meaning because it now means something else to them. They've used it as something else. It is the exact same thing from when you were a kid, in my opinion. That's the way I choose.
And I respect you feeling that way. I don't know if I feel that way anymore.
That's fair. That's fine. And look, here we are, two people from the same background
same
disagreeing.
background.
We're not all the same.
No, we're not all the same. It's more proof, right?
Right.
But all I'm saying is, I think much like words and their meanings change. If I say the C word in England, it's like saying "what up, bro."
Right.
If I say the C word in America to a woman or even a man, those are fighting words. I just think that's where we're at with the word Zionist, which is unfortunate because it used to mean a good thing. It no longer means a good thing. Now it's a bad thing. Now, we can get into an argument of should it be a bad thing though? But again, the same argument can be made about that Hindu symbol. It used to mean a good thing. And now when I see
the word woke.
I think of
woke
Nazis.
was not a bad thing.
Yes,
Now it's,
woke used to be a good thing.
Yes.
And woke, to my knowledge, was a word that was come up by people of color, and then white people took the word and they were like, how do we figure out a way to say pussification of America? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though I don't feel it's necessarily true, but now I will say I find in the year 2026 people struggle to take a joke now more than ever, which.
So, yeah, this is, like, I'm sure a lot of wrestling nerds tuned into that. They're like, I didn't want to watch a Nick Fuentes podcast. What the fuck is this, you know?
But I mean, this is MJF talking about real stuff, man. Like this is stuff that actually affects MJF and Ariel Helwani in their daily life. So if you care about wrestling, you should also care about the wrestlers and the stuff that affects them. And this does affect them, you know. So, you know, this is just how they feel. This is just how they feel. This is how they feel about what's going on in the world. And you know, I really hope that everybody could just get along. And I really more than that, I hope that there isn't a draft, because if young kids start coming back in coffins, yeah, just saying.
I mean, at the same time, you see the pussification of the youth nowadays, and they could use a little toughening up. I'm just saying. Yeah. Now, I don't know if a draft will do it, but they need some sort of toughening up. That's for damn sure. That's the reason why we have the weird fans that we do now, man. Just saying. But it is time for Breaking Bones News.